when my parents would cook steak when I was a kid, we didn't have steak sauce, but I wanted sauce on my steak. They would just have me use
No,
like the Heinz
no.
ketchup on the steak.
And so I'm reading and blah, blah, blah. And then that word comes up. And I didn't say gallivanting because that's not in my vocabulary as gallivanting. And so I'm reading and I say gallivanting. And then out of nowhere, I hear one of my other friends who is Filipino, but born in the Philippines, came to America around 10. And he pops up his head because he was sleeping. And he said, damn, you're such a boater. And I'm like, fuck, man.
Oh no!
For me, for me, it was redneck anime.
Redneck. Redneck anime. Tell me more.
Yeah, what?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 9. Grab a snack, take a seat, and enjoy the pod. Before we go into our episode and into our topics, I wanted to introduce everyone, starting with me. Hello, my name is Adri on TX3. I am a Yakuza streamer, used to be music streamer, and I am going to pass it to Chrstn.
Hello, it's me again. I was here last episode, and now I'm here again. So you ended 2023 with me, and you're starting 2024 with me. Sorry about that. Anyway, who's next?
Hi,
Get him outta here.
No, I want to keep him.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm VDG808, and I've been on the podcast before. But I am also, I am a music streamer and occasional Suika game streamer. Yeah,
Did you say
Ariel.
Suika game?
Yeah. Did I?
He's like, did I stutter?
Did I?
So, well, yeah.
I can play for you.
Oh.
Hmm?
Well, I'm Ariel, Arielevant. You've seen me around in the chats, I'm sure. I've been in previous episodes as well with this guy up here. I don't stream as much, but it's a new year, so I may be streaming soon. Who knows?
Yeah.
Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
How many streams are we gonna break this year?
Well, I don't know. I used to have a 1 stream a year quota. Well, we'll see. It's a new year, but
Is it gonna be 2?
who knows? Am I the same me?
This doesn't count as your
Are we the
stream.
This does not
No,
count
no,
as
no,
my
no,
stream.
no.
No.
This is not on your channel, so
'Cause,
that
Yeah.
It would
definitely
only
doesn't
count if it's on my channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to
okay.
see a live now Ariel event.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll get to that when I have
My
more time.
notifications are on.
Yeah. Notifications are on.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah.
let's go through the syllabus for today. We'll be talking about New Year, same us, diets, cursed foods, being Filipino, what's lame then but cool now, high school versus now, and wish I learned that in high school. Anyway, how was the new year for y'all?
Well, new year. I want to say same me, but I do have a kind of a new outlook, not just for like myself, but like just like over in general, because I kind of want to change a little bit. Definitely do want to be a little bit healthier. That's always been a goal of mine, and I've wanted to start. It's just, who knows? I mean, I just gotta take that step, you know?
That makes sense.
Without getting into too much detail, last episode I was talking about how I don't believe in resolutions and blah blah blah. Well, I had a little bit of a health scare last week, and so now I'm all healthy and New year, new me. Holy shit! Who would have fucking thought?
Doesn't believe in resolutions, but here he is.
Here I am.
Has
Now I
changed
have to.
completely.
Yeah.
Oh.
All my habits are changing. I'm not a degenerate. I don't live on PST anymore, even though I'm on the East Coast.
You can still be a degenerate.
Crazy.
Nah, I get in bed by like 10:30, 11 o'clock now.
Oh
I've
man.
been eating all healthy. Um,
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll live your degenerate life for you. You can live vicariously through me.
Oh no.
Thanks. I thought your goal was to be healthy.
Hey, I can still be healthy while being a degenerate.
Ah,
Ah.
Dang.
Oh my god. Well, I was the whole health thing. I've been trying to follow it from last year into this year. I also, well, before Thanksgiving, my doctor told me I had my cholesterol level. My cholesterol was like borderlining, and she had me on medication. So I've been trying to follow that into the new year. Health wise, I ended up getting COVID, but I have COVID right now. So
Same.
so it's not
Ah.
it's not I mean, it started out pretty good. I got into a grad program, so I'm going to school
Hell
in
yeah.
the fall this year. So
Ooh.
that's a win.
Sick.
Yeah, that's sick. And then I got sick.
I mean, yeah.
Ah.
That's great, but yeah, here you are also sick.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was gonna
yeah.
ask if it's a ZJA University program.
It's a Z. You know what? Hey, man, I need to be the best health professional I gotta be. And I won't say too much, but it is not a ZJ University program.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
If
is
only.
okay.
It is okay sometimes.
You're telling me we can't get degrees here at ZJU?
You can.
Oh.
It's not nursing.
Not nursing.
well, what kind of
Dang.
degrees can we get here?
You can look that up on the website.
We have a
90
website?
degrees. We
Gotta
do.
find it.
Yeah.
Just gotta find it like
It's-
Cubs'
it's-
office.
It's somewhere. It's
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
It's on the way to ZJ's office, you know.
I still don't know. What that is,
Yeah,
so.
that's no one knows where that is.
Yeah.
Cubs apparently knows where it is.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to get out. Right?
Oh, no, that's true.
That's
I
true.
feel like every single time I ask, it's different directions. So I don't know.
So does he actually truly know where it is?
The directions are so complicated that it might be the same thing every time, but it's just so long that we're like, you're making this up.
Dude, he wants us to do like backflips getting there. Like, what the fuck?
My bones and my muscles don't do that anymore.
Anymore. So that means you were capable of it back then.
Maybe the splits. Definitely not back flips though.
I can tell
I
I
can't
could
do
do a
this,
good cartwheel
Really?
I tried
Wow.
a cartwheel in a while.
back then. I don't know about now. Maybe.
Dang.
My
I was not
my
that
wrist might
adventurous.
break though. I don't know.
Oh. Yikes. It is possible, but will it be beautiful? I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you a 10 out of 10. Anyway,
Dang.
Ariel.
For effort or
E
Hey,
for
man.
effort.
E for effort.
E for effort? Oh wait.
E
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
effort.
And
So
F
it's a-
for fantastic.
Yeah.
Ah. So we're getting F's out here. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I was sick going into the new year. Tested twice when I first had symptoms, and they both one was like gaslighting me, like it looked like the faintest line to me at least, and then the other one was negative, and so I was like, okay, well.
No,
But
she
I
showed me
feel
the
like-
first one. I was like, what are you talking about? There's nothing
It
there.
definitely had the faintest line.
No, I don't think it did.
Well, I had COVID anyway,
Well, yeah.
so yeah, and then so I was sick, and then on stream I took another test like 4 days into being sick, and I was like, right when I put the drops in, it was already it was already positive. So I was very pregnant
Yep.
with
Yeah.
COVID.
Yes, you.
You are
Yes.
you are
You do
very,
not need to
Very
wait. You were definitely positive.
You are very sick.
There is
You indeed
COVID
have
in
the
here.
vid. The corned beef 19.
So I'm trying to make sure things are great. My pipes are frozen right now, so it's something. Definitely something in this new year.
Yeah, something's
Something is in the air and in the water. So
I hope it's not in the water.
Well,
Then
yeah. That would be
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is Mercury retrograde too, isn't it? If you guys believe in that.
I thought it was Gatorade.
Gatorade?
Gatorade. It's the Gatorade.
What if it's Powerade?
Powerade? I mean,
Yeah.
no, it's definitely not Powerade. It's
It has-
Gatorade.
has to be Gatorade.
That's not part of your diets.
No.
No.
Diet. I had to start one, if anything. I want to. I mean, I've been eating healthier and not like overeating either. So there's that. I have like in the past month, I do want to say I have at least lost like fluctuating 5 to 10 pounds. Like it's probably water weight, but it's I'm trying.
Hell yeah, man.
I mean,
I
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
I was at the doctor on Tuesday.
Mhm.
As a follow up on said health scare from last week. And as it turns out, I'm down about 15-20 pounds from Thanksgiving,
Oh,
which is yeah.
damn.
Which
is
I didn't
crazy.
realize. Yeah, it is
That's
crazy.
like there's 2 holidays between.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, 3 holidays: Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year.
Yeah.
You went through
Yeah.
all 3,
that's crazy.
Yep.
and this.
I do think a lot of it was water weight though, because my diet has changed drastically since the new year. So like no more fast food, nothing fried. I've been eating like chicken breast and salad and like quinoa.
Quinoa.
Yeah,
Quinoa.
like fish. It's
Fish.
yeah. So it's just all been very healthy, and yeah, it looks like dropping pounds in a hurry.
You said
That's
you lost
crazy.
weight from
The
Thanksgiving.
last time I
until
weighed,
now?
the last time I weighed myself was on Thanksgiving, like right after
Oh.
dinner,
Mm.
and then I got weighed at the doctor's office on Tuesday. And I was like, oh shit.
Damn. Well, no, that I mean, hey man, keep it up, keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, my doctor told me that my cholesterol was up, so I had to change my diet too. But that was like, I had to change it. Probably, I changed my diet around like November-ish. Like I started doing, intermittent fasting, so I would like skip breakfast, and then start eating by like 12:30, and then stop eating by 8:30 or so.
hmm
So I did like a, if I could do the, what is that? Is that like that's a 16:8 ratio. So like I did that. Stopped during Thanksgiving because it was Thanksgiving. I ate whatever and then I continued that after. And then I think up until now I lost like maybe 8 pounds. So I was like 180 and now I'm down 172, 173.
Ooh.
But I have to break that because I'm sick, so I have to like eat 3 meals a day. So
Yeah.
but-
I mean,
yeah.
you got to take care of yourself.
yeah. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm hoping, but I have my next checkup next month, and hopefully, my levels change, my blood work.
That's good.
Pretty good.
I mean, to everyone out there, like if you do have like health insurance, definitely go see your doctor regularly. I know I haven't, and I should change that.
Never, I've ever,
Agreed.
I've never been so scared of like, of the effects of poor health choices before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
man.
Yeah.
when we're still pretty young, but we're getting older. Everyone gets older, and once you get older, your body's definitely not the same as what it was once.
Yeah, I can't do the same thing that I was doing in high school. I definitely I feel the effects of things now. Like I know when things are too salty because I can
Oh,
feel the bloating and then my face swelling up.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, what? I just
Yeah.
had a small fry. Why do I feel like I'm a bubble?
Nah, but
You
yeah,
guys look
definitely
at-
like high school me compared to like that body was so different.
Dude. Like when I remember when I was in high school, me and two of my friends, we would like once every couple months go out and just like be degenerates, split a crave case. Dog, if I split a crave case with someone right now, I'm pretty sure I would be out of commission for like 3 days.
What's
Um,
that?
for the uninitiated, White Castle, they give you a case of 30 sliders.
30?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Wait, how many of your friends?
Me and two people.
God.
So we would have 10 a pop.
Oh.
Yeah,
No. Oh my god. Actually,
I
Oh.
could not do that now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
no. Honestly, I feel that because like, back then with my friends, we after school, this was like a one-time thing. It was mainly for money, but we had this bet on like who could finish 2 Chipotle burritos first, the fastest.
Oh God.
2 of them.
2?
Yeah, 2. Not just one.
And
2.
they were bigger back then.
They were bigger back then.
They were not bigger back then.
And
Holy.
yeah, we all put like like what, $5 on the line, and you best bet I was trying to win that money.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. I mean, money is money when you're broke in high school.
I know, like, oh man, but unfortunately, I did not succeed. It was worth a try, but I got close. But my stomach could not finish all of it. And then there's that, you have that one guy who's literally a vacuum, and yeah, I struggled.
Oh man.
No.
No, I've had to. I have certain health conditions, and so a lot of the time they were like, "Oh, you gotta go gluten and dairy free," but cheese is so good. I
Oh,
can't. I feel like I can substitute my bread, and then I can substitute pasta, but cheese. I love cheese. And ice cream, but mostly cheese. Like I will put extra cheese in my mac and cheese, or I could just girl dinner it and just eat a cheese and crackers for dinner. But
No.
I can't do that anymore. I really shouldn't. But I've been
No.
like on different vitamins and different supplements to figure out. And I think I found the supplement that has been helping me, and I could still be eating gluten and dairy. So hopefully I'm gonna write it out. I've been on it for a week, and I don't feel like I need to have a nap every day, which is very different for me because I feel like I always have to have a nap or I will get fatigued by the time it's nighttime.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry the day I can't have dairy because I love cheese so much. Like,
Oh man.
I love cheese. Like,
I love cheese.
melted cheese, just regular like hard cheese to eat. I just like the flavor profiles. So sometimes like the nuttiness, the
I will put cheese on anything, really.
Oh no, yeah.
I feel like I could try to put cheese on anything and I would feel like it would work. You know?
No, yeah, because like go to Olive Garden, you know, and then they say when, and you know I'm just
Say
I'm
when,
just
I'm like, no, just keep on going.
Just keep on going. Give me all that cheese.
I don't
Use
care,
up the
man.
whole thing.
My God.
Yes, the
Yeah.
IBS too. All the
Man.
stomach issues.
Like Sophie said, the Say When commercial. Have you guys seen that one?
Just keep on going.
Yeah,
And when he
keep going.
finally stops, oh, would you like some pepper?
and then he stops again. He keep. No, but yeah, that's how
Beautiful.
much I love cheese. But cheese, definitely, the body is not meant to have that much cheese.
Can't have too much
Yeah.
of a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
That's
try,
true.
but you'll regret it.
Yeah, well, the day that you have a diet restriction, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Is the day when you crave it the most.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So
I-
far, fingers crossed, that hasn't been the case for me. I haven't had any cravings for anything. I'm also on day 10, no nicotine. Haven't had any cravings of that. Just
Ooh.
Let's.
Yeah.
Let's go,
I'm-
dude.
yeah, man. I'm literally new year, new me.
Yeah, dude. Once I think once you hit the like third week ish, you should be good, or not good, but
Yeah,
like it'll
isn't
get
it, like,
easier.
27 days.
Yeah, they
for it
say
to-
between like,
like,
3
around-
weeks to a month or so, something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
Yeah, so it's
just gotta.
it's getting pretty close to that.
Once you kick the habit, you know. I still have a habit
yeah.
of.
I mean, honestly, for me, I had a way harder time quitting vaping
Vaping.
than I did quitting cigarettes. Because I used to smoke cigarettes. And, you know, it's funny because they kind of say, like, oh, vaping will help you quit, blah, blah, blah.
No,
No, man.
No.
It just replaces the habit.
it just gets rid of the tobacco. That's all you're doing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you know the nicotine's still there.
Yeah.
Well, with that, have you had any like weird food combinations
Oh, I
that
thought
you
you would.
just love to eat? And you know, we were talking about, you know, I'd put cheese on everything, but like, what are some cursed foods that you just love to eat or like would try?
All right, I'm gonna die on this hill, but one of my favorite food combinations. Well, it's more of like a guilty pleasure snack, but strawberry ice cream plus hot Cheetos.
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
That would pass.
Like, so, like, are we crushing it and putting it in our ice cream? Are we using strawberry ice cream as a dip?
Okay.
Like
so
what?
so what I do, you know, I just put the strawberry ice cream in like a bowl better, and then I'll just hot Cheetos right on top and eat it with a spoon together.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like
It's kind of like a topping in a
sweet
sense.
and
Yeah.
salty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not as intense as I thought.
It
as-
kind of goes on that hill of sweet and salty, but like a lot of like I've told like some of my other friends and they're like, really?
That's the reaction I'm having. Like, it doesn't. I understand the concept of like sweet and salty, but like specifically strawberry.
Yeah, no, yeah. For me, it specifically has to be strawberry. Like it doesn't hit the same with like vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Yeah,
Or
no. Oh no, no.
I can't-
I've tried it with chocolate. Do not do it with chocolate.
I don't know. I don't think chocolate would sound.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't sound good either. But like, I can't imagine
Like
the
strawberry?
flavor combination. Yeah, like
I don't know. There's just something about it that I like, and that is my guilty pleasure snack.
I will say, I was saying this before the podcast. I will try anything twice. So I would give it a try. I'll take your word
yeah.
for it.
I'll try
I
it too.
I feel like that wouldn't be terrible. Like
Well, the strawberry thing I would try. I would be willing to because I've tried strawberry cream cheese and hot Cheetos before too.
Oh, strawberry. Okay, I've actually
Oh.
tried the cream cheese and hot Cheetos combination. I didn't like it as much. I'll still eat it, but I couldn't do it together like too much. You know, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. Yeah. I'll have it like in little, like in moderation, and then I'll probably have it in 2 weeks again. But yeah, the strawberry flavored whatever would probably work with the ice cream too. I would go with that.
would you eat a
The hot
Kool-Aid pickle?
A what?
A Kool-Aid pickle.
What?
Go on.
What?
Okay.
Go on.
Explain.
So I saw this on TikTok where people actually have pickles and then they stick Kool-Aid packets in there and they they let it marinate maybe like overnight, and then they would eat the pickles with whatever Kool-Aid flavor. And they actually sell them. Like, there's a company that actually makes Kool-Aid pickles.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I
But-
don't like the sound of that.
Because
No?
the first thing is I don't like eating pickles by itself already in general.
Okay, so you're not a...
So I'm like I can eat it if it's accompanied by like other things like in a burger, you know, but I wouldn't like eat just the pickle.
But you'll.
I
eat
used
it
to
in
I
your
used to do that
burger.
as a kid. I liked pickles
Just
a
eat
lot
the
when I was a kid. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't mind I don't mind eating pickles by itself too. Like I'll grab from the jar and then eat it straight out.
Yeah, I used to do that shit as a snack. I don't
I don't
anymore.
even have a pickle jar in my fridge. Like, I'm not a big fan of like just pickles, but I do like pickled things, like pickled pickled radish, pickled carrots, onions. Oh, I love pickled onions.
Oh, dude, yeah.
But yeah,
I
just
can do,
just
yeah.
pickles. No, I can't.
Mm.
I
But
don't
you
know. Maybe
wouldn't
if
try, like,
maybe if I
Kool-Aid?
dip the pickle in like nacho cheese.
I feel like that's...
Nacho cheese.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have this.
That's the thing.
I feel like
I have this
I feel
love for
like
cheese.
that's-
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
And then you stick it on... You can stick it on a chip.
Oh,
I've had fried pickles with
Not
cheese.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
it kind of
Like
works. Yeah.
I guess.
No Kool-Aid pickles. We're
No,
not-
I
we're
don't
not
think.
going
No
that
Kool-Aid pickle
far.
for me. Like
you don't want to like take it out and see how blue it is.
okay,
no.
like a blue raspberry pickle. I don't know how to feel about that. Would it be sweet too? Like does it
I
get
mean,
rid of like the tart
maybe
sourness?
Tangy. Wouldn't
I
be-
really
Okay, so
don't-
what about pickles in Tang?
pickles and pickles and,
Dip it. like it's like
you know
it's
the
Fun
orange
Dip.
drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
oh god.
Oh,
No. I already like struggle with just like people dipping things into like maybe orange juice because like I have a friend who would like you know like pan de sal, right, or like any
Yeah.
kind of bread they would like
Yeah.
dip it into like fucking orange juice and like eat it like that. And I'm
Orange
just-
juice?
Definitely in your coffee. Like I've done that in the Philippines where you get like the the powdered coffee and you dip your pan de sal in the coffee.
Well, yeah, that's.
But orange.
I have relatives that do that.
it also
Orange
doesn't.
juice?
Yeah,
the
an
thing
orange
is-
juice. Yeah.
The thing is, it doesn't stop there. They'll also like put banana ketchup on it.
On the, what? On the.
I'm like, this is like a friend of mine, and I'm just like, oh, I can't.
What?
So you're sorry. Are you telling me they dip it in the orange juice and then stick ketchup and then eat it?
Yeah, like I quote like
nothing
they I quote them. I do pandesal with banana ketchup filling, dipped in orange juice.
And people are freaking out about your strawberry ice cream and Cheetos?
Yeah, and I'm like, and I thought, like, am I the weird one? Like, I can't
Yo.
be. They're like,
Let's
there's no
not
way.
stop there. You gotta put the Mang Tomas on that too.
Oh,
no!
no, not the monk.
No!
Your all-purpose.
All-purpose sauce.
For
Oh
the
my
non-Filipinos out there,
God.
can you elaborate on what that is?
So among it's kind of like this like savory sauce, similar to like gravy, but like
Yes.
it's like more peppery and garlicky kind of thing.
Sort of.
Peppery
Kinda.
for sure, but I don't know about the garlic. But
It's brown like
Honestly, don't
gravy.
know what's
it's brown like
Yeah.
gravy.
inside of
Like
that.
it definitely you
Yeah,
can eat
it's
it
definitely-
with like fried chicken, pork chops, things like that.
Yeah.
It's a little more congealed than gravy.
Yeah, yes, a little bit more
Yeah.
congealed than
Correct.
gravy.
It's definitely a chunky
Yeah.
Mhm.
sauce.
Yeah. But it's good.
It is good, but maybe not.
Maybe not with
Dunked.
pandesal and orange juice and banana ketchup.
Oh, it's combined. I know. I was like, and
I mean, if
But
there's-
also I just want to point out Etch in chat asked, "What about ketchup on sushi?" And
ketchup on sushi. Oh,
yeah, that does not
I'm good.
that's a no.
that does not work for me.
what kind of sushi though?
Whoa, why are you even entertaining this?
Wait, what?
Okay, so I had this phase when I was younger. I would like make my own rolls, turn anything into rolls, because I had like the seaweed wrap, and then I had like the sushi kneader roller,
Yeah.
and like there was this phase where, like I would try to roll everything into fucking rice, and I kid you not, I put like I put chopped up like some chicken nuggets in there. And then I
I mean,
would use,
okay.
but yeah, it's chicken nuggets. It's not
Yeah.
like raw fish,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I technically I've done it, but it's not really sushi, you know.
Just imagine
Yeah.
dipping like a yellowtail roll in ketchup.
Oh god, I could never.
Your California rolls. Your unagi.
Ah!
Unagi and
But the only thing that I can think of that would be, cause I eat spam with ketchup and rice, so
Yeah.
that's like deconstructed musubi.
yeah.
So would I, like, I can maybe. I think that's the only way I would dip sushi in ketchup.
That's not sushi.
But that's not
though.
sushi.
That's not sushi. That's not real.
What about
sushi.
What about a spicy ketchup? That doesn't make it any better or worse. It's still just bad.
I mean, I
No.
do like me some good spicy ketchup. Like, yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to Red Robin. Wait, have you guys ever been to Red Robin?
Yum.
Yum. Okay, but yeah,
Yeah.
I would get a combination. For my fries, I would get for the dipping. I would get a combination of their spicy ketchup and ranch.
Okay.
Mix that. Well, not mix that, but I would dip one into the other and then eat it. Pretty good.
And that's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, that's fine. That's like,
fine.
I mean,
That's yeah.
fry sauce is what? Mayo and ketchup. So it's
Oh,
not
you know,
like,
that's one thing I actually don't do. The ketchup
You
mayo
don't
sauce.
really.
Yeah, like I would rather mix like ketchup and ranch, not ketchup and mayo.
I'm not a ranch guy.
That would be good. No, I've tried that before too.
Yeah.
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 And then Heinz made those like pre-made mixed
Oh yeah, they did.
of those too.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
sriracha with Cubie mayo is good.
sriracha
That's
with
fire.
that's yeah, that's isn't that
But
like
that's not like cursed.
that's not yeah.
That's not Kool-Aid pickles.
Oh god.
We're
Yeah.
drinking your
Pickles.
pandisalan.
Like sushi and
orange
ketchup.
juice. That's
Bro,
what I
imagine like uni
No,
Oh.
please.
with ketchup.
No, please. Blech.
Hey, what if you mix like
No.
soy sauce into your mayo and then you put it on the sushi?
I feel like that's a little better than ketchup.
She's like, what?
I don't know how it will mix, but okay, maybe I'll try it after because we have.
I mean,
both of
there's
these.
definitely people who have dipped like their sushi in spicy mayo and then dipped it in soy sauce.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
that-
yeah, probably.
I mean, that's like I can see people eating that more than putting ketchup on their
Yeah.
sushi.
yeah.
Like it's not as alarming.
Okay,
as
I
Ketchup.
just don't think that ketchup and fish would go together like they should
I mean,
not go together.
I eat tilapia with ketchup sometimes.
Ketchup? Oh, okay.
Really?
But it's the Filipino banana ketchup at least, not like regular
Okay.
Heinz
Well,
ketchup.
I-
I mean,
I
I've done
never
it with the
tried
Heinz
that.
ketchup just
Okay.
because I didn't have the banana ketchup one time. It didn't hit the same, but it was still okay.
yeah. Well, Etch is like, but fish sticks and ketchup.
Okay, fish.
But
fish,
that's not.
You know, okay, that's a point.
sushi.
You have a point.
yeah,
I mean, I would rather have like tartar sauce, but yeah.
yeah. I think
But
if
on the
ketchup was like,
desperate.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. If you're desperate, then yeah. Like you don't have tartar sauce lying around. It's like I guess ketchup's a good alternative because like it's kind of vinegary and it kind of cuts down on that oiliness, I guess.
when my parents would cook steak when I was a kid, we didn't have steak sauce, but I wanted sauce on my steak. They would just have me use
No.
like the Heinz ketchup. And I had to live with that.
Like I would
And
I
then-
would rather like
Yeah.
if it was just A1
Oh.
steak sauce, that's fine. But
Right,
ketchup,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. So I was raised to eat my steak with ketchup until I discovered actual steak sauce.
Steak sauce.
And I was just like, why didn't you buy that? And they're like, no, it's too expensive. Ketchup's cheaper.
It's an extra condiment.
let's be honest. Like a good steak doesn't need steak
Yes.
sauce or any like
Yeah.
accompaniment.
Correct.
That's
Like,
true. But my parents are Filipino. They cook that well done and dry.
although, like my sister.
Oh,
And dry.
My sister will eat steaks with barbecue sauce, and I'm just like, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Barbecue sauce and steak, it kind of makes sense. Meat and like it's
Yeah.
beef. It's beef and barbecue.
Yeah.
Like that goes together. But
Yeah.
like it's a perfectly made steak. Like
You could have just had it by itself.
yeah. Like I'm sorry if you're putting any sort of sauce on like a medium rare steak.
you
You're
fucked
doing
up
it
the
wrong.
steak.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's... Oh no.
I will never eat my parents' steak ever. Since. They like, my mom is like, no, whatever. I cook steak, and then I show her mine. She's like, no, it's still bloody. I'm like, no, that's the right way to do it.
It's not blood. Like
It's-
blood's already drained when like they.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not blood.
Yeah, it's
But-
not blood.
Or like,
We're not cooking chicken here.
Yeah.
You can see some red and it is fine. Now,
But-
if you're making your chicken medium rare,
Yeah, that's
that's a problem.
not
that's
recommended.
I mean, I
salmonella.
heard that's a thing in Japan though. I've had to try it. But
I did hear about that, but like I think it's like a special breed of chicken or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
and
read into it
their
fully.
chickens are treated differently than our chickens here. So, I'm sure like, I'm sure there's like a different process for everything, making sure it's like clean. But yeah,
But if you're doing this on the regs,
No, please don't.
Don't do it.
I'm sure
Don't.
I'm sure you've all like accidentally eaten like raw chicken, and you know that does
Yeah.
not taste good.
Yeah.
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 It's like it's like
But
slimy. It
purposefully.
kind of has like this weird. Is it iron? I don't know. It's gross.
Plus the chewiness of it is not fun.
Not the business. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Ugh.
So since we're still like on the topic of foods, how do you feel about the pineapple on pizza debate?
Oh
I
boy.
don't think it's that like I don't think it's as bad as people
Say it to be.
Say it to be.
Or like
Say it
they
to
say
be.
that.
Me
perception.
personally,
think
I don't
it's
think it belongs, but one of my friends takes it a step further.
Oh no.
They'll order
good. Oh no.
No, please.
they'll order a pineapple ham pizza. We're not calling it Hawaiian. It's not Hawaiian. They'll order a pineapple ham pizza.
Okay.
However, they'll pick the pineapples off. And I'm
So
just like,
are-
do you?
So
Why'd
you're
you order
wanting
it?
The
Why'd-
essence of it? Like, what are we doing?
They just
could
want. I was, but apparently they just wanted the juices of the pineapple to be cooked into the pizza, but they don't want the pineapple itself. And I'm just like,
That
What is
I
this?
feel is more egregious than actually having pineapple on pizza.
that's I was like, that's why like my friend takes it to a step further. I'm just like,
That's fucking weird.
this is also the same friend that eats
Just
pandesal with banana ketchup and orange juice.
oh, I
Hey,
understood
yo.
now. Understood. This.
I mean,
just
I don't
put Honey
understand.
on your.
I still don't understand, and I'm just like,
Just put honey on your pizza. And
Exactly.
don't people do hot honey on pizza?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, with like pepperoni.
yeah, I think it specifically has to be like the spicy pepperoni too.
Ooh.
Ooh, a really good. Oh,
It's very good. It is very good. I don't go out of my way to order pineapple pizza, but if it's placed in front of me, I will eat it.
Yeah, that's how
like,
I
don't-
feel about
yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, like I can like.
I think it's
still-
fine.
I still wouldn't go out of my way to order it. I don't think it belongs
yeah,
on
I
a pizza,
would-
but if it's there, I'll eat it. And like, if there's nothing else, so I was like, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
starve.
like
Yeah.
if there was a cheese pizza in front of me and then that, I would pick the one that has pineapple more than the cheese.
Actually,
No. If you put both in
No?
front of me, I'm taking the plain slice.
Oh,
Actually,
I
no,
like
no.
stuff on my pizza.
I'll eat the pineapples individually
Seppi will
from the
starve.
pizza, and then eat the pizza.
See, that's weird too,
No.
because
So is that not what your friend
that's like what
is
your friend does,
doing?
except you're at. Well,
No.
your friend
They
doesn't
don't. They
eat
don't.
the
But they don't
pineapple.
eat. They don't eat the pineapple. They just pick it off. Like I would rather have it.
Yeah, that's just
separately than-
really strange to me.
Now, why would you or why? Just why? It's not my first choice, but if somebody wants it, then I'll order it and I won't mind eating it. I like it.
I don't know.
Like I feel like
I'll-
there's worse things in the world. I will still eat it. I'm not very picky though, so
I'll eat a slice to like keep myself satiated a little bit, but that's it. I won't
that's
eat.
it.
I won't eat more unless like I need to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would you dip your pizza in Jollibee gravy?
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Oh yeah.
I already dipped my
do
peach
that.
mango pie into the gravy. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna dip anything into that gravy. Like,
Dude.
I've done sushi into that gravy, man.
Huh? Sushi.
Wait, sorry. you put your
Oh,
wait.
Hey, truth be
Okay.
told, Friendsgiving like a year ago, not the one that just passed, but a year ago, I was with LA, Jackie, Gray, Leaf, and we were having a Friendsgiving, and LA made sushi, like some rolls, and
Okay.
Leafu brought the Jollibee chicken, and yeah,
Okay.
I
like how
I
it's
dipped the
Lifu,
sushi
not
into the
the
gravy.
non-Filipino.
I brought Korean fried chicken, so just And I think.
Oh, now that would have been good in the Jollibee gravy.
Oh yeah, trust me, it was.
But the sushi.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
sushi's that's
No,
a
yeah,
choice.
I gave
What-
a rating of like maybe 6 out of 10.
Was this like a you won't situation, or like did you want to do this?
Or this is just voluntarily.
This was
doing
voluntarily.
this.
I was like, I'm gonna dip everything into the gravy and see how everything tastes.
Oh, okay.
So there was a
So what
lemon
else?
bar, and I dipped that into the gravy, and I was like,
Oh, wait, sorry. You're just
hey, you gotta give everything a try at least once, right?
I was okay with peach mango pie.
and then you hear the lemon bar, you're like, no.
The sushi one was alarming, but the lemon bar.
Hey,
Okay, so I feel like.
Go
Oh,
on.
go ahead.
I was just gonna be like, it was a night of I'm gonna dip everything into the gravy, and I mean everything.
I hope that wasn't the only like container of gravy.
Oh
that
no,
was available.
they actually gave Lifu a lot of gravy, and there was multiple containers.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're not contaminating the communal gravy.
No, not the communal, not the communal.
Unless he's just like he put everything on his plate and you just drizzled all of the gravy on
Yeah.
everything
And
Oh, you did
on your
oh.
plate. Then
Th-
that's
there was-
also a choice.
Fine.
Not my choice,
Not
but
my choice.
also a choice.
But there was a point when there were hands in the gravy. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Like
Mm,
no, don't leave it at that.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Leave it to your
No,
imagination.
I don't want to imagine.
Fine.
Oh.
They were literally like the cup of gravy.
They would.
Why?
It was a gravy night. Jollibee
You
gravy, top tier.
I
My God.
understand that Filipinos eat stuff with their hands, but gravy itself is not the best thing to just.
It was a great time. I'll
For-
let you know. It was a great time.
You know,
Friendships were made that night.
I feel like you can drink that
Oh, you probably could.
more than.
But it probably
know-
tasted better when you did this than doing this, or using a utensil.
I could be mistaken, but I think they had like some rice in their hand, and they just went.
Oh,
But
okay,
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
a little
I-
different.
I thought
but I wasn't
when
too
you
sure.
said
like,
hands, I thought you meant you stuck your hands in gravy like this, free balling it, and
honestly,
then
I
sticking
only-
it
I
in
only
your
got a
And
mouth.
then just like licking.
I only got a glimpse, and I'm not sure if there was anything else in that hand besides the gravy. All I saw was the gravy in the hand, and I was like, oh.
then we
Okay.
will go with that. Because the first one was a problem. So you just dip your hand in the gravy and then just like stick it in your mouth.
Hey, I'm just telling you what I saw, you know?
Right. The second
Ah.
one, yes, that made it better.
Again, a choice that was made,
Oh.
and was it
Uh-oh.
my? Oh,
Oh, we're back.
That was awkward. We're good.
welcome
Sorry
back.
about that.
Great.
No one saw anything, right?
What a choice. Anyway.
And
Wild.
Since we were on the topic of eating with our hands, it's very Filipino of people to be eating with their hands. What's it like to be a Filipino born?
did you guys like grow up like eating with your hands?
No,
I was,
No?
yes.
I didn't.
Yes.
Did not.
did.
I was a menace. Well, not a menace, but like I definitely ate with my hands. It was very easy, but it won't messy, yes, but very easy to eat.
Mhm. But
I
like
can only-
the way that Filipinos do it, like they grab and then
Oh yeah,
You know, using the thumb and
yeah.
yeah, for sure. Like
Adri.
Just like-
grab like a good bunch and then just like.
Yeah. Sorry, were you gonna say something, Audrey?
Oh, I only do it with certain foods, like fried chicken,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because I always eat fried chicken with my rice, kind of like Jollibee. That tastes better if I eat with my hands.
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure.
Eating
Yeah.
the fried chicken with the
like,
rice.
It definitely has to be like some kind of like fingerish food. So like the
Mhm.
fried chicken, I wouldn't do it for like adobo or anything.
No,
Really?
I need a spoon.
No, yeah, I can't.
I've seen people do it, but I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel like that's too wet. It needs to be a little more solid for me.
Crabs.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause-
okay.
Crabs, yeah.
Crab.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you a fan of like the innards of the crab?
Yes.
I can eat it.
I'm actually not a big fan of it. Like,
Not everyone is.
yeah, my parents would like they'll mix the rice into like the crab innards and then eat it.
Oh.
That's so
Oh, that
good,
sounds
yeah.
yeah.
But
That sounds real good.
I personally don't like the taste of the innards. I'd rather just have the crab meat.
Do
Hmm.
you like uni?
It's like hit or miss for me.
Okay. Understood then.
Yeah.
What
I
is
think I
uni?
think it's just like the brininess of it, if anything.
Uni is
Sea urchin.
Sea urchin.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It
So the innards
it
of
kind of
that.
looks like that. I don't want to say it looks like custard. Not custard, but like
Kind of does.
It kind of does.
it's
That's
kinda
not an
like-
inaccurate way to describe it.
You can think of it as like sea butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shea butter without the H.
Ah. I see.
Yeah, are we putting this in our skins now, you know?
Oh.
Do not recommend.
Not. It's not. No.
But
Dude, that's gonna smell stinky.
oh man.
For sure.
Like what other like things that are like you did just because you're Filipino, like no other like, well, I mean, I guess other ethnicities could kind of do it, but like I picked up like we in my family we picked up a lot of things with our feet if it was like on the floor. Are you guys capable of like
Yeah.
feet
I can do
Ye-
that.
yeah.
but is that
Yes.
common for others? Like
I didn't think it was a thing until I saw memes about it. But that I feel like it's easier for me to just pick it with my foot and just bring it to my hand than go all the way down.
Yeah. I
Pointing with
didn't
your lips.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
that's another
pointing.
detail.
over there.
Can you get the kwan? The
That one. and then like and then they're like they get mad when you don't know what they're pointing at and like use your eyes, not your mouth. I'm just like oh, I can't win.
Okay, and also with like the thick accents, I have a story. With the thick
Oh, boy.
accents, there were some things that I didn't know in English, but I speak English, don't speak Tagalog, but because of accents, I messed up a word. So you know when you go to school, you're reading and they're like, okay, hey, can someone read this out loud? And so I'm reading and the word gallivanting came up.
Oh no. Here it is.
And so I'm reading and blah blah blah, and then that word comes up and I didn't say gallivanting because that's not in my vocabulary as gallivanting. And so I'm reading and I say galibanting, and then out of nowhere I hear one of my other friends who is Filipino but born in the Philippines, came to America around 10. And he pops up his head cuz he was sleeping. And he said, "Damn, you're such a boater." And I'm like, "Fuck, man."
Oh no! He called you a boater?
Not
No way.
No,
the
not the
one that was born in the Philippines calling me a boater because I didn't know that it was gallivanting instead of
No, it's galabanting.
galibanting.
Abanti.
Because that's all I knew.
No,
Or
yeah.
else there was also other stuff that I didn't know.
I feel that because like we're all second gen Filipinos, right?
Mhm.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
immigrant parents.
Yeah.
Immigrant parents, yeah.
Well, I
then
was born. I was still born in the Philippines. So
Oh, you were?
I
Oh.
was, but I moved here when I was a month old. So I shouldn't
Okay, so,
count.
yeah,
I
you
should
shouldn't
have
count.
been
Oh.
born. Yeah,
I
should
don't
have been
I don't
born
count
here.
that. You grew up in the
Right.
States. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was raised here. I have to say I was born there. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Born there, raised here. Yeah, I would still
Exactly.
consider that second generation.
Yeah.
For me, I first language Tagalog, right? Growing up until I was maybe like 4, 5, 3. Like, but I definitely like dropped Tagalog overall.
Oh, so you can't speak at all anymore.
Yeah, but I can kind of understand just because, you pick it
Yeah.
up when like you hear your parents speak, you know what they're talking about. Like you don't know like the specifics, but you get a general idea. Me, same. Yeah. Like I can't really speak it that well. I should probably learn again, but I definitely dropped the tongue because I didn't want to be made fun of in school because you got this accent. So like I
Yeah.
definitely like when I would speak it, it's like some accent comes out and you're like they look at you funny, and I didn't want that as a kid.
Did you have to
already.
do ESL?
No, I actually didn't have to do ESL at all.
Okay.
Because growing up I was learning both.
Okay.
So yeah, and like my parents themselves, like they're not like very thick accented Filipinos either. Like it'll come out every now and then, but like they're actually pretty decent with English.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like the English over there is definitely more proper than it is in America. I feel like there
that's
are
the case in a lot of
yeah.
foreign countries.
Yeah, actually English is I think it's one of like in the Philippines it's like it's what the second most spoken language.
Yeah.
And like they teach English in their schools. Well, I
In the
mean,
schools, yeah.
considering that like, I think the U.S. considers Philippines as like part of their territory. I don't know. They have some kind of relation, but there. From what I heard from my sister when she would study over there, like people from other countries would fly over to the Philippines to learn English.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, like Korea, China.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's less of an accent now that I think about it. Like my cousins over there, who are probably around the same age as me, have less of a Filipino, like the traditional Filipino accent that
Yeah,
some
it's
of our
more like
relatives would
modern. It's
have.
like more modern English, like really well spoken now. But that's mostly in just the cities, though. I feel like if you
Yeah.
go a little bit more out,
Not really sure about the provinces.
Yeah.
But
but definitely like Metro Manila for sure.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
for
yeah. Yeah. So it'll be they'll teach English in the schools. The main language for all of the Philippines will be Tagalog in the schools, and then I think everyone has their own like other language based on their region.
Yep.
So yeah,
I'd
so
assume
like
so.
Oh yeah, because my dad he grew up in Bicol, which is like I forget how many hours away from Manila itself, but like they speak a different dialect, and I think he learned like their dialect before like traditional Tagalog.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
my cousins in the Philippines, my mom's side, before they moved to Canada, my mom's side, they didn't know any English. Like they only knew Tagalog
Oh,
and Ilocano. Um, and then a little bit of English because they had TV and whatever like American stuff would show on the TV.
mm,
But but little English. But
little English.
yeah, I think when I was younger, my Ilocano was way better than what it is now, because I would be able to communicate with my cousins, like, and without any problems. Maybe like
Mm-hmm.
I'd use broken Ilocano just to get by for certain things. But yeah, um, but I was also an ESL student when I was in
Oh,
kindergarten.
oh, you were an
Yeah,
ESL student. Okay.
yeah, and then I don't remember. I always believed that I could speak English well, but I was in the ESL.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it might have been because I had an accent too. So,
Dang.
yeah, I think I had an accent, and because I grew up with my parent,
Yeah.
my parents, their accents are a lot thicker,
Yeah,
or
thick. Yeah.
yeah, it was. I can't really say now. I'm pretty sure they're a lot better, except my dad. I think my dad still has like his tendencies,
Mm-hmm.
but for sure, I'm pretty sure it's because I had an accent, and yeah, I think my English was just like poor at the same time. So
I mean,
yeah,
I could barely speak English now, so I mean,
English is hard.
English hard, actually a hard language if you think about it.
It is hard.
It is.
It could look, if you look at some words, you're like, oh, they have to
Galante.
sound the same, but they're not.
They're not.
Mhm.
Oh,
It doesn't make any sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's also the immigrant parents' English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
My parents made a choice not to teach me Tagalog or their dialect. They said we are only going to speak English in this household,
oh,
so that I wouldn't have trouble, in school.
in school. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually a pretty good choice. But with that, I feel like you just kind of get left out on a little bit of like
Yeah.
your culture
Mhm.
kind of
Like
thing.
I don't really understand Tagalog. I understand their dialect. Both of my parents are from Zamboanga, and
Mm.
so their dialect is Chavacano, which is like basically dumbed down version of Spanish. Um,
Oh.
yeah, and so like I could have a conversation with my mom, and she could speak just fully in Chavacano, and I would just answer in English. Like I can do that. That's fine.
Oh,
I
okay.
understand it completely. Yeah,
Yeah, but
because they would still speak to each other
Oh,
with it,
okay.
but they wouldn't speak. They would only speak to me in English.
Oh, okay. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Because I only really picked up on the language just based on like my parents talking to each other. I mean, they would
Mhm.
they would talk to me in Tagalog, me and my sister. Like I always understood what they kind of were saying, but I would definitely respond back in English after a while.
Yeah.
Hmm. Only my mom speaks because so my mom moved here when she was 8. My dad moved here when he was 2. So my dad had probably like Gerald had Tagalog at one point and then dropped it once he was in school. And so he will respond to my mom in English while my mom's speaking Tagalog. But then the doctors, so my brother has autism for the people that don't know. And the doctors told my mom, like, hey, just to make sure that he doesn't get too confused, maybe just have one language in the household. And so my mom she didn't start speaking to me in Tagalog until more like middle school. Of course, there's like different words that I didn't know in English. Like I didn't know what the shower was because she would only say it in Tagalog. So there was like bits
Yeah.
and pieces of like words that I didn't know in English, but other than that, yeah, my mom, because the doctor said to not confuse it for Joey, we didn't have any other language really up
Okay.
until I wanted to sing more. So I would watch the Tagalog movies or just like listen the Tagalog songs.
And then
Yeah.
karaoke night. Oh.
Yeah. And then karaoke.
Oh man, all the Filipino parties. There's always
My
karaoke
God.
machine. And
Yeah.
then you have all the drunk uncles singing like some
Sinatra.
Oh man. It's always a time, and like Filipino parties for
Oh,
sure.
man.
Like
Or
oh,
Tears in Heaven. Or Wonderful.
Dude.
Oh.
They break out in My Heart Will Go On.
My
and
Heart Will
Mariah
Go
Carey.
classic.
The freaking
Some Whitney Houston. I think my uncle specifically likes to sing actually the song Hero.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Yeah, Hero is definitely one of the top ones. My Way by Sinatra.
My
Way,
My Way, yeah.
definitely. I can't remember the Whitney Houston one right now. What the
I Will Survive.
name? No.
Can't Live Without You.
No.
The shoot.
I Will Always Love You.
I know which one you're talking
That
about.
one. That one. That's
Which one?
the one.
Yeah. I Will Always Love You. And
Oh, yeah.
That's always at ours. Yeah, we
Oh.
It
have
has
the
to be.
magic sing. Then you put in your number.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
pops
God.
up.
Oh man, I need to get my dad a new one. I know he loves to sing karaoke, but the old ones they kind of broke, or like it's just like not compatible with like certain TVs anymore.
Well, also like they have the really old songs on there. Like it's
Yeah. They
do,
very
they do.
dated. But yeah, a lot of the wires, like they would jiggle, like you would have to hold it a certain way with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
wires up,
Mhm.
and then yeah,
And then now
ours
they're all
broke.
they're all updated with like the wireless, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
They
you can just
high-tech
get
now.
stuff off of YouTube.
but also
Oh, yeah.
it's like $1,000 now. I'm just like, ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
which I mean,
they
when I went to
expensive
the
now.
Philippines in like 2015, it was like $300-$400, and I thought that was expensive, but 1,000 is you can
Yeah.
get a whole PC with that.
Yeah, I think it's only 1,000 if like you're getting it shipped here, but
Oh.
yeah. I should I don't know. Next time if I ever go
Surely
back to the Philippines,
they have some
Yeah,
in the U.S.
I'm sure.
Surely they.
Like I
they
just have to
would.
go to like some Filipino like store, and I'm sure they're gonna advertise it somewhere, right?
Surely Seafood City has something in the back.
Yeah.
They used to
'cause
have the karaoke on Fridays. Every Friday, they did karaoke at the Seafood City. I don't know why, but you could just hear like, you know, the really great sing and then the really not so great sing.
the
But
really
very confident. Not
confident, but just like.
bad.
But you know they're just there to have a good time. You can't fault them for that.
That's true. But
You
it's
guys
in the
ever-
Seafood City.
You guys ever rode a tricycle or a jeepney?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
dude.
Man, I
Uh,
have.
good
I need to go
times.
back.
I
haven't-
I want to go back just to see
wanna
how
go
it is now because I haven't been since like 2008, I think, and that's
Oh,
a long
wow.
time. That's a
Oh,
long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I
There's
have
been
not
a lot
been
of
back.
change since then. Like
Mhm.
I know like
heard-
they're a lot more modern now, and I'm just like,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of places that look a lot more modern.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I
'cause-
mean,
I haven't been back since 05.
Since
oh
the-
Wow.
5.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's almost 20 years, man.
Yeah, my
Whoa.
when I posted like, oh, I got into grad school on Facebook, my uncle from the Philippines, he was like, make sure you come before you like get more busy, because he knows I haven't been back in a long time. So it's like, damn. Yeah, you're right.
Dang.
What when was like everyone's first time going to the motherland?
First time I was like 2 or 3 years old.
2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, and my family went like every like 2 years. So I went in. Yeah, I went in '97, then again in '99, then again in 2000, then in
Mhm.
'02, then in '06, then in '08.
Oh wow, you
Then
actually went frequently as a
yeah,
kid.
yeah. Then I didn't go again until 2016,
Yo,
and I haven't
imagine
been since then.
imagine we were actually in the Philippines at the same time in '08. We crossed each other, but we didn't even know.
Yeah, it could have been.
Dang. I've only gone twice
Twice.
because since my brother sensory issues with we didn't know how long he could be in a
Yeah,
plane.
on a plane.
I went 2015
Oh, okay.
and 2017
I feel like that's
for
relatively recent.
volunteer corps. Plus, like going to see family right after.
Mhm.
Mm.
Because it was I went to go help rebuild houses after
Oh,
the typhoon for both years.
Aw.
look
Yeah.
at you.
Oh, that's nice. Dang.
Yeah.
And they're,
Yeah, it's
they're
pretty
like
dope.
as big as sheds, but it's like for families of 5+.
5+, yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, it'd be like
it's
that.
it's shelter for them, and like
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then I would go see my family afterwards. And I was like around Christmas time, so it was Christmas in the Philippines.
Oh, I hear that's always like a fun time.
Yeah, it was
Like
really
that
fun.
going into the new year, like like
Mhm.
it's just celebrations everywhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah,
So
my
I
first
did 2 Christmases and New Year's in the Philippines.
Oh shoot. Dang.
my first
Yeah.
time going to the Philippines, I was given culture shock.
Oh.
I knew nothing about it as a kid, and like we're there, and I'm just like, I quote as a kid, "What kind of world is this?" My family keep giving me that all the time. They keep reminding me, and like I even have like this one uncle who would always call me American Brown. I'm just like, because like I would identify myself as American back then, and I'm just like, oh.
I mean, because you are.
I mean, I am,
Yeah.
but like
But-
he calls me American Brown all the time, even until now.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
I was born there, but I went back to visit. I think 4 times, but the first time I went back to visit, I don't remember. So it was 1997, 2000, 2003, and then 2005. But
wow.
so my first and second time, I only went because we had to attend. Kind of sad. We had to attend funerals.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
that was those, and then 2000, I think 2000 and 2005. 2000 we went to visit. 2005 we went because my parents wanted to baptize my brother and sister
Oh.
there. Yeah, and then we celebrated that in the Philippines. Yeah,
I got my
but-
confirmation in the Philippines.
yeah, I was baptized in the Philippines too. Yeah, but
Catholic?
by
Catholic?
Catholic.
Okay.
But I do, I think the things that I found so, like, I think I had a divide because my dad's side is like the rich side. Then my mom's side was, my mom grew up in a farm. So I had both like worlds, going between like my dad's side and my mom's side. I remember I was such a brat when I was a kid because my mom wanted to stay with her side, but then I cried because I wanted to go back to my dad's side of the family, and now I think about it, I'm like, damn, I was a brat.
You were a
'Cause
brat.
I was a brat because that's what I grew up. Because whatever I grew up here in America, that's what I was so used to, and that's what my dad's side had. But as I got older, I had a better appreciation for my mom's side because of just how hard my grandparents worked in the farms. Like, literally, maybe like, I don't know, 50 steps away from my grandparents' house, there's like, you can go see the cows. And my grandpa would like go every day to milk the cows and bring home milk.
Oh.
And then right
Oh.
outside of our house was like the chickens, where the chickens lived, and they had turkeys too in the
Yeah.
outside of our house, and
Turkeys.
turkeys. And then yeah, so they had farm animals, and then outside, like it wasn't like your typical roads. It was like the gravel, like rocks,
Oh
and it was
yeah,
very
like
like
the unpaved
bumpy.
and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was unpaved. And then next to our house was like the river, and everyone, like my cousins, would like go and swim in the river. My parents said, or my mom said, don't go swimming in the river because you might get sick. And I was like,
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
gonna go swim. I'm gonna have fun with my cousins. I want to.
Oh no,
But
yeah,
yeah,
I've definitely like swam in like the rivers in the Philippines and everything.
yeah.
Fun
And
time,
then
actually.
it is a fun time.
Yeah.
It is a fun time. But yeah. And then every so often, like somebody would be selling like ice pops outside or fish balls. Uh, those were good.
Taho,
The fish balls.
taho,
Yeah, that guy.
Taho.
Yeah. But
balot.
I did get a taste of like both sides of like, you know, the people who were well off, and then the
And
side
then
of the family that
and
wasn't
then
so
the
well off. Yeah.
countryside. Yeah,
Yeah, the countryside. The more urban and then country, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was nice.
So
Yeah. What was that?
oh, I was just gonna be like, as like for like school, like going to school as Filipino.
Oh,
Where did you? Yeah, I was
I was
gonna be
definitely
like,
not cool.
you were not cool.
No, for elementary school, I was one of 3 brown kids. The other one was Filipino, and then yeah, I actually there was 2 brown kids and then one who was Ethiopian.
Ethiopia.
And that was for elementary school up until I got into middle school. That's when the diversity started a little more. But elementary school, yeah, it was me, and then there was homegirl, and then the other person who was Ethiopian. Those were the only people
Wow.
who were not white.
Like yeah, because like we're all in like different regions where like ethnicity
Yeah.
is like very different in certain parts. Like for me, when I went to school, I was actually around a lot of like Filipinos and Hispanics, because like there's actually a big Filipino community where I'm at, and I also went to Catholic school, so like the demographic for my class was like 50% Filipino, 30 to 40% Hispanic, and like the other percent other.
Ah,
And like I felt like just like growing up in that environment was like pretty like it definitely like you're growing up American, but like in an environment where like there's not a lot of like whatchamacallit, diversity.
mhm.
So I was like, is this what it's like for people who go to like a school with like majority of their race? Like,
Yeah, I guess so.
because like, what was it like for you in like when you went to school? What was the demographic?
When I was in elementary school, it was mostly minorities, but like all different kinds.
Oh, like a
Okay.
big
We did
mix
not
of
have a lot.
everybody.
Yeah, we did not have a lot of white people in my elementary school.
Mm.
Just a bunch of different ethnicities. Then when I moved, going into the 6th grade, then I went from public school to Catholic school, and when I went into Catholic school, then it was like mostly it was more white people
Oh,
than minorities. Yeah, and then when I went to high school, it was almost all white people. It was so I kind of I
you kind
as
of
I went up,
like you had it all growing up.
diversity. Yeah, the diversity like went down as I progressed.
How about you, VDG?
It was I think it was all mixed. So like there was no majority. Well, I mean like it was like Filipinos, Japanese, Chinese, and then you have Samoans, Tongans, then you have and Hawaiians, and then like little like the sprinkle of Caucasians every so often.
They
Yeah.
are the minority.
They're the minority.
Yeah, they're the minority.
Yeah, like at my school, they were the minority. There was maybe at least like in my classes, like I think about like 5, 6 total. I could be wrong, but yeah, it was majority Filipino, Filipino Hispanic. There was like some Thai students as well, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became more diverse as I progressed in school, which is the opposite of Christian, because my high school, because we had at the time when I was going, it was I think between 25 to 30% majority, and then everything else was minority. They decided, oh, let's put international in our high school name, so it's blah blah international high school.
Okay. How to,
because we had everything. We had the Latinos, we had the African Americans, we have all of the Asians, mostly
how to make a
Filipino and Vietnamese at my
how to
school.
make a school more inclusive and international.
International is what
That'll
they
do
put.
it.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Man.
So it was like there were things in elementary school that were not as cool. Like my mom on the more desperate days, my mom would just have like a thermos of ramen, and so I would have my ramen for lunch, or I would have my adobo, and then people would be like, "Ew, it smells weird."
Oh, yeah.
Not
I didn't have that problem because, like 50% of my classmates Filipino, so they definitely know
Oh yeah.
what's what. We're very cultured. Like even and like, and since like the other majority was like Hispanic, and like we have like kind of like some culture ties. Like they weren't like very unfamiliar with like the whole ew, what's that? And like some of our dishes like look familiar too. So
Oh yeah.
So what were the things that you did like as a child, or like when you were younger, in school aged, that was not cool at the time,
oh my god.
but
Well-
like has blown up now?
So before we get into this topic, I do want to point out we are on the back half of this syllabus, so just want to give you guys a reminder, those of you in chat, we have a form pinned at the top. If you have any questions that you want to submit, we're going to do a Q&A at the end of the episode. So
Yeah.
Definitely get those
So
questions.
send over
in.
your questions.
anyway,
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was like, oh.
We had to walk so y'all can run.
Yeah. So yeah, going back on track with that. Things that like probably that are cool now, but like was not like well looked upon as like a kid. I don't know. Like I grew up watching like anime, and like now that's like, oh, that's like a cool hobby for some people. Like it's like their thing. But like back then, like you were kind of like made up, like not really like made fun of, but like it was like how are you watching something that like you don't understand?
You can't understand.
But like yeah, I mean, for the most part, I mean, I was introduced with English anime, but like as internet became more available, I was like, oh, they got it in the original Japanese dub, and they're like, with that, and they're like, dude, just watch it on like regular TV in English. And I'm just like, it's not the same.
yeah.
Because like
For me, for me, it was redneck anime.
redneck. Oh, redneck anime. Tell me more.
Yeah, what? Please tell me more.
No,
What is
wrestling.
redneck anime?
Wrestling. Because like when I was younger, it was always like, oh, I can't believe you watched that. You know that shit's fake, right? And I feel like it's
I can see
definitely
that.
a lot more accepted
Nowadays.
nowadays. Yeah,
You know, so surprisingly, in my school, like all the boys were into wrestling. So
dude. I mean, I was like one of the only people in like uh public school when I was in public school, and then when I moved to the Catholic school, like I didn't really have anyone to share that with.
mm.
Sinful violence.
I think I know why. Like in my school, it's like it wasn't like really like that like uncommon. It was actually like cool then and cool now. It's because like majority of the other majority of my school was like Hispanic, right? And like they have like Mexican wrestling, you know, like the
Yeah,
luchadors and
yeah.
everything. So I guess there's that. So like it's definitely like not something that was like not lame. Not lame.
Did you have any?
Did you have any
For
BDG?
me, I think when I was in middle school, like Etch said in chat, like manga was not as looked upon the same way as anime was.
Oh
too.
yeah, that's
Manga,
another thing.
like
Yeah.
yeah, like my library in middle school had manga,
Yeah, mine too.
but I feel like I think some of my classmates that really liked manga had to be careful,
Oh
like
yeah.
carrying it,
Mm.
because they would be bullied, or they would not leave the library and they would read the manga in the library and then put it back. You know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
But yeah.
yeah, for us it was like there was manga in the library for sure, but like what threw people off was like you'd be reading it from right to left, and
Yeah.
like you
Mhm.
start in
Mhm.
like technically the back of the book,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're like, why is it like that? That's weird. And then you know,
I used to draw
oh yeah,
for mangas, and you used to like. I was in a club that would make like comics, and so I would make my own.
you'd make your own manga kind
Manga.
of thing.
But that was in middle school. And don't ask me to do that now because I don't think I have the attention span to do that. That was
Nah.
that was a lot.
I still have friends who are kind of like deeply into drawing manga, kind of in that style.
Hmm.
Uh,
I had a friend that had a book on how to draw like manga style.
oh,
And he would practice. And this was like maybe middle school and going into high school, and he still had the book, he'd still use it, and that was his drawing style for like a few years. Then he stopped drawing.
stop drawing.
I don't think he ever continued it, but
So you're telling me
I
they didn't develop their talent?
no, I think he was like at a good stage where he could have like expanded, but I think he found other interests along
That's
the
good.
line. Yeah. But no, I mean, but I think when I was in high school, I was a band geek, so band geeks were like considered weird too.
Mm.
Yeah.
But now like you're in band and you're like someone cool because people. I think there's a community for that on the internet. that-
Yeah.
Oh, no,
that was
there's
not there
definitely a
before.
community for.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
No, yeah,
I kind of wish that existed when I was in high school.
yeah, like
Well-
what?
Go ahead.
No, I was just like, yeah, people in band, like no one really like thought of them as like the cool people kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Well, I feel like
you-
there's like the stigma. Like every movie, they make them
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
geeky.
it's
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
like
that-
tied with like movies, like they're in
One
band,
time in band
they're,
camp?
they're a geek. But like
Yeah.
they're literally like the coolest people in the world. Like they got like this talent to play instruments, and I'm just like, yo, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think what I
I
was
agree.
in, because I was in drumline, and the only thing that was related to band was the movie Drumline.
Oh yeah. Dude, that was such a good movie.
Yeah.
But like in
We-
in Mean Girls, the band geeks. And
Oh yeah,
the-
like they specifically put geek at the end of it, and I'm just like, bro, they're
like,
just in
they're
band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
like
yeah, there was Seppi who
cool.
was both in band and the football team. It's like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
what does that make him?
We had a kid when I was in high school, we had a kid that was both in football and band too. Um, but he put football first. He didn't have to play with us during the football games and stuff. But I mean, like, I think
Yeah.
towards the end of my high school years, like things that were not cool were starting to be cool then, like
Yeah.
2012, 2013 ish.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like when I was
Um,
in high school, like K-pop wasn't so popular,
yeah.
I guess. And
Yeah.
look at it now, like everyone's listening to K-pop.
Yeah, you know what? You know what happened in 2012 that blew up K-pop for at least for me
Gangnam
was
Style.
Gangnam
Yeah,
Style.
yeah.
Yeah.
That I feel
Yeah.
like that's like one of the things that kind of like blew it up to make it more like international, like
Yeah.
internationally like
Was that
accepted.
in 2012?
Yeah, that was in
It
Holy
was.
2012,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
But like
and
all of my friends, like my friends would learn the dances and then would do the dances at talent shows from like middle school on. And
Mm.
so I kind of grew up, and I'm not a dancer. I was definitely the weird one in my group because everyone danced except for me, but I was the singer, so I could sing while they danced, but I remember they wanted to learn G by Girls' Generation or
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
SNSD.
Yeah.
And so I learned that. I probably if I listen to it, I could figure out the dance moves still. But like that was something that was weird for everyone else. But now everyone's like, "Oh, BTS," and look at, and they're like creepy too. And we were not like the diehards like how they are now, the fans now. But we still listen to like that generation of K-pop.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
a lot
love
of
that.
the newer ones, but
I
I
love that
miss like
generation
Big
of K-pop.
Bang.
Big
And
Bang for sure.
Yeah, no, honestly, growing like that generation K-pop, golden in my opinion. SNSD, DBSK, Super Junior. Oh,
Ailey was my
Yeah.
girl.
Ailey. Oh, dude, Ailey. When she, I actually knew her, like on YouTube,
Yeah.
like before like she became a K-pop star. I saw her like renditions of like Alicia
Mhm.
Keys, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
this girl
shoot.
can sing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely something that we got made fun of for in middle
Yeah.
school, but then now they're like, "Oh my gosh, you don't really listen to K-pop because you don't know the new stuff." I'm like, "Well,
I mean,
at least I know the older stuff, and that was before it was cool,
yeah,
and you guys didn't bully me for it."
yeah, for sure.
Or even gaming. I feel like I didn't like really get into gaming until I was in college because I was allowed to just do whatever I want now.
I can see
Hmm.
that.
But
Yeah.
but when I was younger, people were like, "No, girls shouldn't be gaming. Why do you like that?
Oh yeah.
Don't play Minecraft, Adriana."
Don't play
Oh
Minecraft.
no.
Oh, no.
And I
No,
would watch Minecraft videos till like wee hours of the morning.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
For me, I think gaming was always kind of cool back then. Like
Yeah.
back in high school, we like in the computer labs, like everyone had access to Halo because someone put it in the computer's Z drive. So like during free time in like home
Dang.
period, some of us would get on the computers and like we would just like it was just like the Halo demo, but like you had access to like multiplayer through LAN, and like you could still
Ah.
do, like Blood Gulch.
Oh my god.
That's pretty
So, yeah.
sick.
Dang.
Yeah. So like there would be like people in like different classrooms just like, hey, everyone get in this room, because like you just text your friends and just be like, hey, get on.
In school too?
In
Oh.
school.
That's
Well, I mean, it was
crazy.
it was during like like kind of like a free period sometimes, but yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like we had that.
Well, speaking of high school, um, smooth transition.
Our smoothest one all day.
Yeah. What were you guys like in high school compared to what you're like now?
Dude, I was a menace back then.
Yeah, you know what? I noticed because you said in chat that you would flip backpacks and then zip tie them.
Yeah, I was kind of a jerk, but like it was because everyone was
Zip
doing
tie?
it too.
Oh, you
Like
zip
that.
tie?
Okay, I heard of like the turtling, like that. I like turtling backpacks
Yeah.
inside out,
Flipping
but
them inside
zip
out.
tying them.
Where'd you
That's a
get your
menace.
hands on zip ties in high school?
Dude, I just had them, okay? And like I didn't do it like specifically on like everyone.
Okay.
It was just like I wouldn't call them friends, but I would do it to like people I kind of just didn't like. So
Dang.
Nice.
yeah, and like
So you were a troublemaker.
I had zip ties, and like I would put it on like the hoop of some of the people's lockers. Yeah, I was
Oh,
kind
boy.
of a I was
Bro.
I was
Bro.
kind of a I was that
Yeah,
menace.
menace.
Yeah, I was a menace.
Dang.
But I've definitely changed like from that. Like now, like I wouldn't even think of like even doing that to anyone anymore.
Anymore.
Not-
Not
oh,
even
yeah.
just one.
Not even just one. It's like
I mean,
That's
I
crazy.
like I get it though. Like that kind of shit was funny. Like in high school.
it was funny, but like
Yeah.
but like now
Turtling,
it's just
yeah.
like it just makes you
Zip
look
tying
like
is
a jerk.
yeah.
Yeah, zip ties a little much.
That's
The
a
zip
little
tie was kind of
more.
yeah.
Then but yeah, I definitely saw turtling. Zip tying. That's crazy. I was in high school, I feel like I was trying to fit in too much.
Mhm.
And I tried too hard to be friends with people that I just got my little heart broken by all my friends when they would leave.
Aw.
But I definitely was trying too much to hide things too. Like I hid how much I liked anime. I hid how much I liked K-pop.
Oh yeah.
And read
I can see that.
mangas or Minecraft.
Minecraft.
And so I feel like once I got into college, I was just like, let me just do whatever I wanted to do in high school, but like freely.
Yeah, because like in college, no one cares. You're
Yeah.
free to
Yeah.
do your own thing.
You're an
Yeah.
adult.
Yeah.
You're probably not
I feel like
around-
yeah.
You're not around the people that you were with in high school in
Mhm.
college anymore.
I also was a hothead. Like I
A
was
hothead.
very violent in high school. I think I got into a lot of fights
Oh.
because
Oh?
yeah. I got into a lot of fights in high school.
So you tell me you spicy?
Yes, I chilled out a lot. Because people would just get or make me mad, or they would say something about my brother,
Oh.
and that would
yeah.
fire me up.
Oh.
Yeah. Heck
Um,
no. Like.
Yeah, or just like I just would get mad at things very easily, like in gym class,
Mhm.
because I'm not 5 foot. I'm below 5 foot, and so I'm tiny. But my gym teacher would always put me on the other team than the bullies, because I would get mad at them and then I would go hard on them. So I remember in gym class there would be these like really tall guys. They're like, "Oh, we can beat them," because they would look at me and they're like, "Ah, she's tiny. We could just flick her." And so that would I would get fired up very easily, and I would push boys down.
Yeah. You fight back. You tell them what's up.
And so I've chilled out a lot. There are times where I'm like, you've gone way too far. But yeah, I was a menace in a different way in high school. I was just
Mm,
hothead menace.
Hothead, yeah.
dang.
Uh,
I think when I was in high school, I was too trusting of people. And I feel like if they were nice with me,
Oh,
then it's like, oh, I knew that okay, we can be friends, you know. But
yeah, for
I
sure.
think in my head we were just like we would be good friends. But I wasn't careful with certain things to where because I was that was like my mindset on people that I felt like oh the next day I would think it would be the same. It wasn't the
Hmm.
same. Like
It
they
wasn't the
would be
same.
like it wasn't the same. They would not act like they did the previous day when we were like oh we had like a good
Hmm.
conversation about something, and then uh yeah, and then I think I was just too friendly. I think I was also like a pushover in high school too.
Mm,
Which I kind of worked on up until this point to where
that's
it's like
good.
I have to say no.
Yeah.
Uh and I can't let people step all over me. Um but yeah, but I did have a group of friends. I did have like a good group of friends that I could like not only like my band friends, but just like, you know, people from my classes and stuff. And then, you know, there was ZJA and then our group of friends. But I would like jump between people. I would jump between groups too.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
was a little bit of the same. Um,
Mhm.
like jumping between friend groups.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
definitely was like very trusting of people
Mhm.
at first, and then I learned like, oh, I shouldn't I shouldn't be so willing to give my trust to people because you never
Right.
know when like you just don't know if like they're good people or not at like until like later on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but yeah.
So, I I think when I was in high school, people took advantage of how nice I was for certain
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm.
Um, so people would make me feel bad, and or
No,
like people would like or like you know they would gaslight me. Um, so that happened. I think another thing too was for certain people because I was close to them, I would have a temper, and that I've like worked on as I got older,
mm,
and then probably more recently it got better. So, but when I was a kid, I was a hothead.
hothead. Yeah.
Like yeah, so yeah, high school. There's certain things I do miss about high school, and then there's some things that I kind of push all the way back. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like definitely like a I definitely wouldn't have like hung out with like some certain groups, but that's just back then. You just wanted to be kind of like friends with everyone, but and
Hmm.
not be like that guy who or like that
Yeah.
person who's just
Hmm.
like bullied, I guess,
Yeah.
or like people. You didn't want people to think badly of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did it. Yeah, that was the thing. Is I also grew up in a family where it's like you know you don't say certain things and you don't do certain things to make
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
bad, so you always have to be. Yeah, I was a goody goody for the most part, but um yeah, I feel like I was more awkward back in high school too.
I,
Oh
Very
yeah.
I had my moments, but
yeah.
I
for the
mean,
most, yeah.
isn't everyone to an
Yeah,
Yeah,
extent?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess not.
everyone's
Well, maybe not everyone, but
Yeah. There's some
they're,
people,
well,
you
yeah.
know, who have peaked in high school, but I
yeah,
definitely don't think I peaked in high school. I feel like I
yeah.
was a lot
Are,
better after.
are there like people like you talk to in high school but don't talk to now? Are you still friends with them or anything?
The majority of the people I hung out with in high school, I don't talk to anymore. I
No.
wasn't particularly close with anyone in high school. Like I was friendly with pretty much everyone,
Hmm.
but like I didn't really vibe with anyone at my high school too much. Like to where I wanted to keep them in my life
Yeah, I
past high
see.
school.
Yeah, I see that.
Mhm.
But I would say like for me, at my core, I haven't changed all that much. I a good kid. I think the biggest thing, at least until recently, was like everyone in my high school was like crazy partiers, and I didn't do any of that until after
Until
like
college.
until college. Um, I think the biggest difference between high school me and me now is that I had a buzz cut all 4 years of high school.
I've actually seen that hair.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I had a buzz cut 2022
Eggston.
because I fucked up.
Extra.
I was trying to cut my own hair and I fucked up, so I had to just shave it all off. But yeah.
In
High
like
school.
my hair has always been like I've always, like in high school I always grew it out, but now I try to keep it like at a good length now.
Mhm.
I had a bob in high school.
You had a
actually.
bob?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
My hair was like the short because I
Oh,
wanted to be different.
Yeah, there was
Right.
there was a year I had that length of hair.
Oh, we had
Damn.
the same length hair.
We had the same
Yeah.
length hair.
I wanted to be different because everyone else, all the Asian girls, long black hair, and I'm like, no, let me have it as a bob.
Do you not have
Um,
like the scene hair where all the girls had the bangs going?
Oh,
this
I
way?
totally
I
had that
did
hair.
have that, but with the bob.
Okay.
I wanted that mullet cut, but my mom said no, which actually, looking back, thank God she said no, because I look at like the Swagapino Tumblr era, and I'm like,
Not the
ooh,
Swagapino.
that's
Oh, no.
probably not the cutest look. Now I'm looking back. It was a choice, and my mom said no to that choice. So I'm glad. But you can't pay me enough money to redo high school. I
Oh,
will.
man,
I
no.
could not do high school over again. I only
Oh.
have like I can count on my hand the people that I still talk to from high school.
I mean, if you were to give me money to go back to high school, I wouldn't. It would have to be a good amount of money, but
Yeah.
for sure, like I would only really change like a few things that I've done, because I feel like now I probably still would have done most of the stuff that I did back then, but I just have like clarity on like when to do things or like if I should have done it or not. But majority of the choices would probably still be the same, except for academics. I would have done a little bit better in terms of like not slacking off, because there were some classes I just
Right. Are there anything? I do have. Yeah, I do. When I was in high school, I grew up my hair a lot. And it was so wavy. It was so bad. Like it gets to this point, which I know I should cut my hair, but it got longer, where my hair would like stick out in the back, and I had a mustache too. That was never like.
Oh,
shaved.
the never
It was-
fully grown out mustache, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like kind of thin, but like
Yeah,
yeah.
I had that, and I only kept that because I was just like, because when I think people were saying like, Gerald, if you shave your mustache, like you're gonna look weird. So I was always self-conscious about that. So that's why I never shaved it. There was one time when I trimmed it, and it got trimmed really like a lot,
Mhm.
and they said like, grow it back. No, that is not you. So I felt bad.
It didn't even
Yeah.
grow back.
So when did you
Oh.
finally shave it?
I think like my senior year of
Senior
high
year?
school.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
and it was like
did you leave it like that
I left
in
it.
college?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I started shaving like fully in my sophomore year of college. So I was like, okay, whatever. It looks fine. It looked fine. Whatever. I didn't care. I think the fact that people did care in high school and they kept saying it is why I just like, okay, whatever. I'll keep it.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure, like my mustache was like weird back then. It wasn't like super like thick either.
Mhm.
So like, I kind of just like let it do its own thing. I never really shaved it off or anything for like the longest. And then like the more I did, I definitely think I look better without it than I did then having it.
You look better without it.
Without
than
it,
you
for
do.
sure. I think I would have looked better without it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I wish I didn't listen to.
But like
anybody.
that's the thing though. Like you know, when we're in high school, we kind of want to look older. You know, be more adult like, I guess. But we're not exactly adults yet.
True. True. The amount of makeup that I used to put on was very cakey.
Very cakey. Did it feel heavy?
Yeah, that's probably why I had really bad acne. Was because of how heavy it was, and because I didn't know how to color match to my skin tone. So I either looked pasty as heck or like super tan and yellow.
So I guess
Which is
that's
not cute.
something you would say you wish you had learned in high school.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh.
at least there was YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I learned,
all those,
but I got to
YouTube
practice a little bit.
tutorials.
Like, my sister definitely had a better time learning makeup because she had an older sister, but because it was just me, you know, it is not the
Man.
cutest.
One thing I wish I actually like learned, like if they should definitely like teach taxes in high school.
They really should.
Yeah.
People don't know how to do taxes.
Yeah, it's like yo, it's
Oh
tax
yeah,
season.
that's the biggest thing I think.
Yeah, it's
Taxes.
tax season right now, so you know.
Writing an email,
Oh,
sending a letter.
dude, those
People don't know how to do that. I don't feel
those
like people
corporate
use
emails.
checks
Oh my god.
anymore. I feel like people just swipe.
Do people really balance like their checkbooks now though?
My dad does.
Because
He
I
still
feel like
uses
people
his
just look
checkbook.
at the amount of money that they have and then like the bills that they have to pay and then allocate.
Yeah. So it's not as popular anymore.
Yeah,
So it's not
like,
too bad.
I think it's mostly because like we're getting more digital in terms of like our finances.
Yeah.
Mhm. But there's so many things that I wish I learned as an adult, or wished I learned when I was in high school. Because I feel like being an adult in general is hard.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Life is just hard. Like we're still growing to this day. So
Yeah,
you know.
taxes, loans,
ooh, loans.
bills.
Oh yeah.
Like definitely like they don't prepare you for like your like sure it gets you prepared for like all your academics and like setting up for a job, but like outside of that, like you don't really learn like financing for like a home or something.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mortgage.
a mortgage, like how do you see yourself like paying off that home throughout years?
Yeah, budgeting.
Budgeting.
I don't People don't know how to budget. When they get checks, they're like,
Time to spend it.
spend the whole thing.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can
by the
spend
time
all
you need to
spend
get
all of it.
bills, then you're like, oh,
Oh,
I don't have anything else left.
it's like, oh, all that money wasn't for me to just spend away for myself.
Yeah, or like some of my friends didn't know that you should have a savings account. And so they would just have stuff in checking, and then they would just swipe, and then they wouldn't have money.
Yeah, I feel that. It's-
So I wish.
It's
Just
kinda-
finances in general.
Yeah, just finances in general would have been nice. I mean, they kind of like hint at it, like always. You should have like separate money for things you want to do, and then money that you can save for later. And it
Yeah.
just didn't really like stick to like how much you should be saving and how much you should
Yeah.
be spending for yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or I feel like another thing that people should learn how to do is cook.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, that's a great skill to have.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we ain't out here just eating Lunchables every day.
Well, yeah, because one of my friends in college, she burned everything. Everything. Like, burn
Oof.
things in the microwave, in the oven, on the stove, everything.
I have a friend just like that too. I mean, they're a little bit better now because they can actually follow certain instructions. But back then, oh, they just left cooking to mom.
Dang.
But like when you
Yeah.
move out, like
Yeah,
what do you eat?
it's takeout, or you learn how to fend for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I
Man.
wish they took out some of that in my school. They didn't think that was as important.
Like home ec.
Home ec, yeah.
Home ec.
My school didn't have a home
I
ec
didn't have
class,
that.
not
Yeah.
even as an elective.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
I think-
started phasing it out probably
think
in my
my-
junior year.
My school had it, but it was an option, so you
It was
can
an
like
option.
it was because it was an
Oh.
elective, so you can have
Hmm.
like all these electives, but you have to choose like a few because you had your requirements to graduate, and if you had space, okay, take an elective. So home ec, like cooking was like an option, but not everyone took it. So I took band, and I had avid, so it's like
My elective was TAing for computer lab.
Ah.
That, and like technically my other elective would have been I actually was it like my news broadcasting team.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's
we
cool.
did the
Yeah,
we did
that's
the
pretty
school
sick.
news. Yeah. I've forgotten everything
Yeah.
back then though.
Kind of wish I took like a quarter of it in high school, but like it would have been nice to learn a little bit more of cooking.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Or even like it's crazy how many people don't know how to do their own laundry.
Dude.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah, because for me, like it was easy for me to learn because like my parents weren't always like home all the time, so like, me and my sister kind of like had to learn like we kind of like learn how to grow up ourselves in a sense, just like doing laundry and it's like just doing the chores made us learn like what we actually need to do at home.
Right.
Yeah,
Man.
those things. It's crazy how going into college, just some of other people's upbringings are very different from ours, and like I knew how to do laundry because my dad was very anal about how things were done, and so you had to make sure that it was this way and you have to do it this way. And so every single thing that I did was because my dad taught it to me that way. I don't do a lot of that nowadays. I think I got too lazy. But also, just learning my learning style is not like traditional schooling too. Wish I knew that in college. No wonder I couldn't I couldn't focus. Because I'm pretty sure I have ADHD.
Oh yeah, there were like definitely like some classes where like I just had no focus in.
Not
But-
at all.
Yeah, for me it was math, but like most of it kind of just came easily though. So it was just like they were just mad at me for like sleeping in class and like not doing homework. But like every time the tests and like classwork came out, perfect scores, everything. It's like how? It's like. But yeah, part of my thing was like, oh yeah, I was listening, but I was asleep.
Crazy.
Well, we've been going for almost 2 hours now, so we should probably wrap up. Maybe
God.
go into our Q&A.
That's actually
Yeah.
already the time. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
That's
don't have
wild.
that many questions.
Yeah, we don't have
today.
a ton of questions, so we can.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
I
knock it
already
out.
see one for me. Alright.
Ariel.
Ariel, what will you call your Jollibee Gravy YouTube channel? And your answer is, does it gravy?
Does it gravy?
gravy?
so you're gonna make that YouTube channel?
No,
now?
I'm not making that YouTube channel.
No, they're hypothetical.
The hypothetical YouTube channel. Yeah, I should
Nice.
probably save it in the future. Just say, what if it can be a thing?
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
The next question: what stereotype clique were you part of in high school?
Ooh.
I said I was a band geek, but I was also in that nerd stereotype.
Me too.
But it was
I was kind of nerdy.
yeah,
I
Okay,
feel
but
like
it
I was
was
underground nerd.
underground nerd. For me, it was a little bit different because like I kind of hung out with like a few different groups. But for the most general one was because like it's so bad now, but like I always like the main group that I used to be with. It was all the Asians, and like we like during lunch like we had like this specific area and we called it the Asian table.
We
Ah.
had that too. Yeah.
And I was part of that. But like sometimes
I
I would hang with like I wouldn't really call them like the metalheads, but kind of them,
I was just the Asians
the Asians.
Hmm.
Yeah.
in middle
was-
and high school.
there was a so in high school we had there would be different groups of cliques. There would be
Yeah.
different cliques that had their spot on the campus.
Yeah.
And there would be this one spot where all like the Filipinos would hang out. That like they spoke Filipino.
Oh,
And,
like
they-
like,
it
like,
was
like actual
like they
Tagalog
like
and
they
everything.
were so like they were raised in the Philippines. They came to Hawaii and then they were living here, and they would all hang out with each other. And like I would hear all these, and I never personally did it, but there would always be these people that would be like, and that over there, that's the Philippines. In that,
if you were watching Mean
Ain't no
Girls and then they were like that
Yeah.
over there,
And
that's
that
the
is the
Philippines.
Philippines.
yeah, that's the Philippines, or they say that's Manila over there. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah. So I will leave that there.
Ah.
Next question.
Oh, like a F Mary kill.
Rice noodles, bread.
Bread.
I'm killing bread.
I'm killing
I'm marrying
bread.
rice.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Kill bread,
what do
marry
you-
rice. I fuck with noodles.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing too. Yeah.
You said kill. You said marry rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get the next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. I thought that's fine with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like that's a general consensus for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
for us, the only thing that I would really miss is like a freaking grilled cheese.
Oh yeah, that's the only time
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only time I like really like
I love me. I love
kill
me a
rice.
cheesy- Oh.
Etch.
Kill
Etch?
rice. How
Well-
dare you?
Huh?
Mm.
Anyways.
I feel like that's fine.
If you ever
That's-
cheated in high school tests, what was your go-to cheating method?
The Nintendo DS PictoChat.
Picto. Ain't no way. I wasn't even allowed.
Me too. What the
Yeah.
I didn't know
Um,
about that.
No, I wrote everything on my my 2-inch note card. But then I would, if it didn't fit on my note card, I would write it between my fingers.
Mm.
Ew.
Yeah, because like I think it had the function where like you could use a calculator, but PictoChat.
Oh, you mean the was it the graphing calculator that you could type stuff in, like letters or no?
No, it was a Nintendo
Or-
DS.
Oh my god,
You write to your friends.
Yeah, and
That's crazy.
that's crazy.
they're like, oh, it's just helping me to take notes. Because everyone had like that one cheat sheet that you can fit on like a small. Because like sometimes teachers allow
Yeah.
that. I
The
use
index card.
yeah, but we use the 3DS because like it's just like a digital index card.
Oh, we wouldn't even be allowed to do that.
But yeah, there was some other classes where like I just had it in my backpack like lab.
I was a nerd. I didn't cheat. Didn't need
Oh.
to.
Yeah, he didn't. He's too smart for us.
Yeah, I didn't cheat.
Actually, smart.
I think the only time that I had to was when I was taking Spanish, and it was a very jank class because the Spanish teacher was also the Japanese teacher, and he sucked at Spanish, and we were taking a test, and literally I sat in the front, and then my friend sat behind me, and literally it was just easy as turning around and would be like, "What's that?" My Spanish teacher, like, who is the Japanese teacher, would like come up to me and was like, "Gerald, Nicole, don't cheat," and be like, "Okay,"
Okay.
turn back around, and then go back, and then he would just like,
That's crazy.
What the hell?
yeah,
No, I
and it was just to pass Spanish because he was just not a great Spanish teacher. Our class
that's
sucked.
easy.
Yeah,
oh my
I did
Oh my
not deserve
God.
to move to Spanish too.
Spanish class was actually easy for me because like if I had to cheat, the way we were like placed in it was like like the tests were given out. It was like two versions of the test, right? A B A B.
Yeah.
However,
Oh,
like
yeah.
my peripheral was like very like really good, so I could see like a native Spanish speaker like on the seat next to mine, the one next to my left, the one next to that, and then like I would match my like Scantron with theirs, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my God, Ariel.
excuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Wild.
the
right?
Wow.
last question. What was your senior prank in high school if you didn't have one?
Mine didn't have one.
I didn't have one. I think there was a year where like, but it wasn't my class who did it. But like they like stacked all like the lunch tables in like Jenga.
Oh, we did that. We did
Yeah.
that, and then we also. I'm trying to see if I have pictures. We filled up cups, and like the little Dixie cups with water, and then stuck it in the hallway. We did the streamers. Someone brought foil, and I guess put foil on PCs, and yeah, we got in trouble for that. But then so we got permission from the vice principal to do our senior prank, and then when we came back to school the next day, it was gone. Like nothing that we've done was up, and they just the night janitor just cleaned it up.
As if like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, but then our principal, I hated our principal. She went through the cameras, and then she wouldn't let certain people walk for graduation if they were a part of the senior prank. But then the teachers were like, that's illegal. You can't just like not let people graduate because of this.
Yeah.
And so she was like, fine, well, you have to do like X amount of community service. And this is like maybe a month or two before graduation. They're like, X amount of community service, you have to get it signed. And so all of our teachers were like, we'll just sign it for you, and you don't have to do this because this is stupid.
Yeah, that's nice.
But
at least.
that was our
Yeah.
senior prank, and that was
Wow.
like, oh, it was fun. We were really excited to see what people were gonna say the next day.
I probably would have thought of something menacing myself, but I was too lazy to.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you do anything?
No, I don't think our class did anything for our senior prank. I remember, I think when I was a freshman, the seniors then they just did water balloons at us.
Water balloons.
Yeah, and then that was it. Which
Ah,
was lame. Now that I think about it, but
dang.
yeah, but other than that, Mike, I don't think my class did anything. You can ask ZJA and confirm, but I don't know. I do not know.
I need to get back with Merc and see if he did anything. We
If
went
he
to the
did
same high
anything.
school.
Yeah,
Nice.
But yeah.
but I remember when I was in high school, when Facebook was still a thing, there was a confessions page, and I don't know if you guys had one, but yeah,
No, we had
that
Tumblr.
was it. Oh, but
Yeah. I mean, we had
I
Facebook
did.
too, but like everyone was on Tumblr.
yeah, we had a confessions page. It was very gnarly.
Dang.
Did you
It was
guys ever have
very,
like
very
that
gnarly.
that form spring thing?
Yeah, we did. I
The
did.
anonymous
Did.
questions. Yeah, that
Yep.
didn't fly so well.
Oh.
A lot
That was-
of drama because of that.
There was a lot
Oh,
of there was
yeah,
a
I
lot of
remember
like
that.
messy stuff.
I had a form spring because I was hoping that my crush would read that I liked him.
Ah,
But yeah.
Yeah, damn. Oh, high school was a time.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I
Thank
hope you guys
you.
enjoyed the pod today. Do you think we're cool? Do you think we're cool
Are
yet?
we cool?
Are we cool?
I'm not. Cool.
Anyways, thank you guys for
Please say
being
yes.
here. Thank you for the questions that you have submitted. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, please make sure you go follow the people in this podcast. There is going to be really cool things coming up in the ZJU Neverse.
Yeah, it's a new year.
And so,
There's,
new
things up
year, it's still in construction, but just letting you know, there's going to be new projects, new things that are going to be happening. So just make sure that you are following our socials, and we'll update you then. But thank you guys for being here. It was lovely having you, and have a great night, day, etc., wherever you are.